is like they have a version of it in Columbus. That's actually what it's based off. It's like the indoor-outdoor.
Okay.
So the outdoor one does have some seating, but it's mostly like
Okay.
lawn space.
Okay.
And then the indoor is all standing, except for like the VIP sections if you're really special.
One of the coolest concert experiences I've ever had was at Stage AE, and it was really weird. I'm with my daughter in a car. This was a Saturday morning, and we're listening to like some countdown show, and I think it was Colby Kelly or something, or Rachel Platten or something. Anyway, she's like, "Oh, by the way, I'll be at Pittsburgh tomorrow." I'm like, "Oh," and I got tickets. So the very next day, it was Colby Kelly, Rachel Platten, and Christina Perri.
Nice.
And awesome show, but I stood the whole time, and I'm like, nah, I'm too old for this. I gotta sit down. And it was funny. It wasn't just me sitting down. There was a lot of older people there too, like
with their kids.
Right? Yeah, with their kids. Like, yeah, sorry, I gotta sit down for a little bit. I can't.
Oh, it's hard to stand for that long. Like the last time we saw Dave Matthews, he played for a long time. And towards the end, we were on the lawn at Star Lake and my back hurt and my feet hurt. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I looked over and friends that we were with that are considerably younger than us. My friend was like, oh my God, my back is killing me. I can't do this anymore. Yeah. And I was like, oh, thank God it's not just me.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You can't just stand for hours at a time. It's like, it's not easy.
Especially if you're on the hill.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I was like that for Foo Fighters, which Foo Fighters would be on my list of top 5. I'll just straight up disclose that. Good. But, man, they played for 3 hours.
Oof.
Wow.
And it's an awesome show.
That's a long time to stand.
But you know what? You know what I tell myself? If Dave Grohl can stand that long, so can I.
Make the sacrifice.
I'm like, that man's 50 years old. If he's standing up there playing the show for me the whole time, you bet your ass I will be standing too.
Because you're darn right. At 50, he should have his walker out by then, right?
You will, especially after you figure he was in Nirvana, and then with like you figure all the stuff he's done over the past 30 years. Like, yeah. I don't know how he does it.
It's crazy that he was like speaking of the 90s, he was one of the dudes in Nirvana, and now he's still going, because I think the other guy is like,
he's more low key. I
think he's like a politician or something like that. He doesn't even do anything related to music.
No, but yeah, Dave Grohl's still one of the biggest names in music. It's awesome.
How about I went to a REM show, and in the 90s, I was going out. I was going out with this girl who, REM was her life. It was her favorite thing ever. So, you know, when your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever is really into a band, that means you have to be really into that band. And we saw them in Hershey, and Radiohead opened up for REM. And at the time, I thought, "Who's Radiohead? They suck. These guys." And it turns out they're more long lasting than REM. But it was a bummer, because like REM's big song, "The End of the World as We Know It," he didn't know the words. Like, he was rating off of a thing. Like, dude, I know the words of that song. How do you not know the words of your own song?
He's always read it. Anytime they perform it, he reads it.
I don't get it. It's not that hard to memorize.
I don't know.
Although,
maybe if you have lots of other songs swirling around in your head.
That's true. Yeah. Who am I to say? I mean, I don't have. Yeah. I'm not doing 30 songs and all that stuff. Although,
let's face it. David Lee Roth forgets every single song. He forgot the words to Ice Cream Man. The whole point of Ice Cream Man is like a bunch of gibberish. And he still couldn't get it right.
That's not a hard song.
He could not get like the beat right to Ice Cream Man. I'm like, dude, the whole point. Yeah, David Lee Roth he can't remember the words to anything live.
I heard David Lee Roth wasn't that great.
No. The rest of Van Halen's if your last name is Van Halen, you're safe. If your name is David Lee Roth, you need to be questioning yourself.
I heard at a show a few years ago, he showed a slideshow of like his vacation and like his dogs or his horses or something like that. Like it was basically like a photo album that he's showing during a concert.
Oh,
that wouldn't surprise me.
That's kind of sad and weird.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
All right, so let's see how good our teams are here. So, Kristen, you have the Freshmen from the Verve Pipe, Sex and Candy, and Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry.
Yep.
Ashley has Barbie Girl, Closing Time, and Flagpole. And I can't believe I'm back.
I feel the pain, and I love it.
And I have House of Pain, Jump Around, Baby Got Back, and Whoomp, There It Is.
Oh, Joey, I'm loving your picks, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win this.
I feel like you might.
I think. I'm liking those picks. I think you seal it with Baby Got Back, and I'm really jealous.
Yes, I can't believe that was. He had another song. There was a song called My Hoopty that was pretty good. I guess it wasn't a top 40 hit, but
no.
I guess not. The one that I swore was a one-hit wonder, but I guess I do recall them having a minor song, was Chumbawamba. Top Thumping.
No way.
No, there's no way. They had another top 40 song?
I was reviewing the list because they were my top 3.
You're right. Tub Thumping is not on the list.
Is not on the list because before you sent me the list, I had already had it written down. And I had to cross it off because it was not on the list.
Well, my one that I thought was No Diggity by Blackstreet, but apparently they had another hit that I'm unaware of.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Yeah, and that's how I felt with Chumbawamba. I'm like, do they really have another top 40? I guess.
Yeah, and then I mean, Vanilla Ice had like one or two other hits, but Ice Ice Baby was just.
It's iconic.
It is iconic. I still remember the first time I ever heard that. And I said to myself, what is he going to do? End with Word to Your Mother? And he says Word to Your Mother, and I just lost my mind. Like,
oh, man.
All right. Well, for us old people, it's past our bedtime.
Don't worry, it's mine too.
All right, guys. This was a blast.
Thanks,
Kristen,
Joe.
Ashley,
thank you as always.
I will put this up in a day or two, and we'll put this up in a vote. We'll see who wins.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, guys. I'll see you.
See ya.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Thanks again to Ashley Wright and Kristen Doerschner. Talk to you later. Another episode is in the bag.
But there's really nothing to fear. Resting at the end of the universe. Sit back. Have another beer. Resting at the end of the universe. Chat. Talking Steve. Resting at the end of the universe. Resting at the end of the universe. Yeah.
Special for coffee.